The British legal system is showing worrying signs of corruption, and the Palestine Action case is a clear example of this. In August 2024, a group of people broke into an arms factory in Bristol and destroyed £1 million worth of equipment, including 40 killer drones bound for Gaza. During the raid, one activist is accused of striking a police sergeant with a sledgehammer and fracturing her spine. Now, obviously, that should be prosecuted. Nobody watching this should think otherwise. But here is what should not have happened. The 6 defendants were tried before a judge called Jeremy Johnson between November 2025 and February 26. He blocked all of the evidence about what the factory makes and who it supplies. He blocked all context about Gaza. He blocked the defendants from explaining why they did what they did. He blocked the jury from knowing that a conviction on criminal damage could result in terrorism sentencing. The jury deliberated for 36 hours and acquitted all 6 of the most serious charges. They could not reach a verdict on criminal damage. Following this, the establishment had a bit of a breakdown, and the CPS sought a retrial which took place in April and May 2026. 4 were convicted of criminal damage, but there were still no terrorism charges. So, following the retrial, the same judge, Jeremy Johnson, applied a terrorism label to their sentences under a law that did not exist when they raided that factory. So they will now serve 66% of their sentence in custody rather than the usual 40%. They may be registered as terrorists for life. And the barrister who reminded the jury that since 1670 they have the right to follow their conscience was referred for contempt proceedings. That is unprecedented in British legal history. And when Palestine Action challenged the terrorism ban in court, the independent free speech judge assigned to the case was removed. The replacement panel's lead judge has a brother described as broadly pro-Israel who shares charity trusteeships with a major pro-Israel political donor. A second judge on the panel had already replaced the same independent judge in the F-35 case and ruled against Palestinian rights. No explanation was given for either removal, and whilst all of this was happening, the government introduced the Courts and Tribunals Bill, proposing to restrict jury trials across England and Wales. One of the legislation's explicit targets is jury nullification, the right of a jury to acquit regardless of what the judge tells them. The courts minister pushing this legislation is Sarah Sackman, who clerked at the Israeli Supreme Court and spent 8 years as vice chair of the Jewish labour movement. It's worth remembering that when Starmer was director of public prosecutions, the only foreign state attorney he arranged to meet was the Israeli state prosecutor. 3 months later, he blocked an arrest warrant for Israeli Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni, who was visiting the UK. His emails on that decision have been redacted, and the government then changed the law to ensure no British court could issue such a warrant again. 4 people are going to prison as terrorists for destroying drone components. The factory is still operating, the drones are still being made, and the government is working to ensure that the next time a jury tries to say no, they will not be legally able to. The British legal system is showing worrying